Hi everyone, my name is Miwa Geshin and I'm a full stack developer. But before I was a full stack developer, I was actually a cake decorator for many years. And something that I came across all the time, a problem that I had, was not having the ability to create my cakes outside of just hand-drawn sketches, which is what led to the inspiration of my project, Build Your Cake. So here, before we can get started with building any sort of cake, we first need to create a login. But if you already have a login, you can also just sign in. So since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and log in with my information. And this will take me to my page where I can start decorating my cake. As you can see, there's this visual rendering of the cake. We also have the cake slice. And then over here, we can go ahead and choose the different cake types that we want. And so we can see it changing on our left. I think I'm going to go with confetti. And then we can go ahead and choose a different frosting flavor. So here you can see, you click it, it changes as well. But we also have this whole list of all the frostings. And if we wanted to narrow it down a bit, we could go to the filter here and choose. We can also see all of the different types of buttercream if you're not so sure about the differences between them. But we'll go over here and choose a Swiss meringue buttercream and then kind of pick which one we want to go with our cake. So I'm thinking raspberry looks pretty nice, and then we're going to go ahead and choose a finish. So here we can see all of the different colors, see our cake changing. I like this purple, and see what kind of flower maybe we want to accent with the cake. I think in this one. And then we can go ahead and choose the width of our cake, or maybe however many tiers we want. But here we can do a little bit more adjusting to the design of our cake. And that's kind of the process of building your cake. You can log out and it'll bring you back to the home page. So some challenges that I faced when building this project was specifically moving from a Rails backend to a Node backend. There were a lot of things about Rails that I really enjoyed, things like it being a very opinionated framework and everything having its place. And then Node being the complete opposite, where the file structure and how I wanted to set things up was completely to my discretion. And so just having that mental shift and also the shift in all of that was very challenging. In addition to that, also adding the extra layer of authentication to Node when I hadn't worked with Node before this project was a bit of a challenge. And then finally, passing props to components in different parts of the Node tree. Looking back, I definitely would have implemented Redux had I known how complicated my project was going to eventually become. And being able to take advantage of having a single state. But because I didn't, I had to rely on finding components with shared state, or where I could do prop drilling, and there were a lot of different other things that I needed to do in order to get everything working. So what I ended up using for my project was Express for the back end, React for my front end, Sass for my styling, Objection was used for my data tables and the relationships, and then I used Postgres for my actual database. So thank you for checking out my project. If you'd like to get in contact with me, you can send me a direct email at miwageshrind@gmail.com, or you can check out my portfolio and my website at miwa.co.